Good mornings, my good people. I say, first of all, tuko happy. I'm a subscribers. Thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button. Mtu wangu, asi wote wana watch hizo views, bro. Tuna appreciate each and every day. Na manze, ambia mabeste wako, tell a friend to tell a friend. Reverend Rasta anawaalika hapa to have a devotion pamoja wadau, let's grow each other. Let's find a way to his spiritual journey. You get, So remember, it's your boy Kiki Masai, the one and only Reverend Rasta. Jina kidogo Ukikuyu ilikuwa inataka kuingililia kati. Almost. Ilikuwa tu almost kidogo hivi ningoe, but nimejikash. Anyway guys, remember every day lazima tuwakumbushe that truths ni ngapi? Kuna yangu,
yako.
Kuna yako na kuna the truth, and nobody is capable of telling the truth. Not even me. So all I'll tell is my truth, alafu wewe nataka kusikia truth yako ni gani. Alafu remember guys, give this each and every day, so usichoke. Ukiingia pale YouTube, make sure umeingia, si tuko na video mpya daily wadau. Daily, yeah. Na si kuwachocha. But anyway guys, leo nataka kubonga about something very, acha kwanza ni ground. Nataka kuongea about something very interesting, na very wide. Ni kitu tutaongea kuhusu on so many faces. Alafu before hata niingie kwa hiyo topic, kuna kitu funny imehappen. So juzi on Saturday tumekaa chini na Miles akanikamwambia, manzi saizi unajua manzi story ya kukimbiza kudu topic daily kidogo inaweza hemesha msee, because I'm constantly thinking. Akanishow bro, unaweza go to this place and this place, ucheki, unaweza get inspiration, unaweza get vitu, unaweza get kutalk about. And one of the places niligo as I was doing my research is here. So guys, hii kitabu, this is my book. Enye nilikuwa najiandikia notes during the pilgrimage. I talk about my pilgrimage for a while. I was alone for 4 years with my animals only. The only time nilikuwa naenda soko ni once ama twice a week, nikienda kubai food yangu na ya wanyama, alafu narudi kejani najifungia tena. So I've just come across a few poems. I won't read all of them today. So leo ndasoma ile moja yenye nataka kubonga about. So I'm a poultry farmer. So I sit a lot watching my birds go about their business. And I notice a pattern. As humans, we are so used to boxes that we can't live life out of imprisonment. That's why we imprison our chicken, create a pattern, and lock their doors in the evening. So I ask a question, what is freedom? You can answer me after this. But my definition of freedom is the ability to do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you can. But the question still remains, is that even possible? Can anyone be free? Do we even know how to be free? Because how I look at it, we are all trapped in a system introduced to every child at birth. A system you don't even know you're a part of until you become an adult and have to pay your debts. Oh my, I love this. Debts you didn't know you had. And some you were tricked into believing you needed, like your tuition fees. Si wote tunajua kitu si una help. Chani sibonge sana ni snitch. The trick starts at childhood. You are born to a family that follows a certain system of belief, and you are required to be a part of that belief system automatically. By law, you have no right until you are of age, unless of course the basic children rights. Well, we know how those work in Kenya. Anyway, tusiende hapo. You're only allowed to bond with your parents for a very few hours a day. After the doctor recommended 6 months maternity leave, so you're a stranger to your parents and your older siblings because they're mostly at school or at work. After a short while, you have to be left at a daycare, move to kindergarten. From then on, you guys know how it is. All you know are your teachers who don't necessarily care for you. Most actually don't even want to be teachers. It's their grades that didn't allow them to be anything better than teachers. Now you grow up, trained to follow a system, school, church, work, home, occasional vacation, and repeat. They make you a slave for a machine with only a few winners. The promise of a salary is what you're chasing. A salary that will never be enough, no matter how many raises you get, because, I mean, you have to spend money to do the same to your children. Enslave them, keep them away from freedom, because a free soul is not a useful soul. At least, not for the system.
What's your take on that?
Yo guys, you know, that's a poem I was developing. It's a spoken word. You know, I love doing spoken word poetry. So that's a poem I wrote for myself, you know. And leo ni funny. I've been thinking about freedom a lot. Na hii concept, as I've said in the poem, I was just observing my chicken and sunguras. Back then nilikuwa nimezicage, you know. So they had a pattern, they had a routine. Zilikuwa nazipea food saa 4 asubuhi, but nilikuwa nazifungulia 6. Ba nazipea food saa 4 asubuhi, nazipatia supper around 6, you know. Alafu around 4, then 6 nazifungia. So this was the funny thing. Kuna time fulani nilikuwa naacha mlango open on purpose ndio ni observe venye hizi animals zita behave. Funny enough, at 6 am ndio zilikuwa zinatoka kwa nyumba. At 10 am zote zinakaa pale music ya food, alafu zina disappear tena, zinaenda kwa shamba tena, zina disappear. Saa 10 jioni zinakaa tena pale music ya food, zina dishi, alafu zinatulia sapo around the cage. At 6 zinajiingiza kwa kiugo, even though stafunga hiyo kiugo. So I was there like, this is interesting, because it's like human behavior is affecting animal behavior. Because pia sisi tuko na hiyo tabia fulani ya tunatokanga job time fulani, tunaingia kwa nyumba, tunafunga gate, then tunaingia kwa nyumba main house, unajifungia kwa house sasa. Alafu even worse, unaingia kwa room yako, unajilokia ndani. So which got me thinking, man. Now let's go to the topic today. You know, like the city walls today, like zimekuwa like ukiangalia every good city, every posh place that you know, every rich neighborhood, you know, or middle class neighborhood, or you know, every posh looking neighborhood inadefiniwa na walls, electric fences. You know, it's a secure neighborhood, but everybody in that secure neighborhood is somehow so insecure, amejifencia around themselves. We've come to a point where we are scared of our neighbors. Unaget, like neighbor yangu amekuwa threat. Ikitu ilianza na mimi wanting to feel secure, but somehow nimejilock in so much from the outside world that na feel insecure about my own neighbor. Unaget, niko na hiyo wall, niko na dogi, niko like at what point does it end? At what point do we realize tumesahau kukuwa human beings, tumeacha kuconnect? Unaget, like tumefika point yenye tumekuwa so insecure that kukaa chini na mabinadamu wenzangu ni ngori. Ndani ya nyumba zenye tunaishi, like, I don't know if you see the irony. We live in a house. We are a family. But everybody has a room that has a door where they lock themselves in to feel safe.
Privacy.
You know, privacy. You know, mimi na find hiyo kitu kiwa ironical, because like just looking back kidogo tu, because mimi ni Mwafrika. So nimegrow up, luckily for me, nilizaliwa in the 90s. So nimegrow up kwa point yenye daily supper tulikuwa tunakaa the whole family, manko wote, shushu, kila msee tunakaa pamoja all around. Tunagaiwa kila msee mili yake, tunakula tukikula story. You know, it was lovely. Unaget, then tukaomoka, kila msee akajifencia around. You know, like it was one big shamba. Then tukaomoka, kila msee akajisectionia kashamba, akajifencia. You know, we no longer talk, man. I don't remember the last time nilikuwa na manko zangu wote pamoja in the same room. I don't remember. You know, like which is ironical, because when Shosho was alive, it was a thing. Lazima ulikuwa unajipata hata kisato kimefika, kila msetu ameanza kukaa kwa Shosho, kila msema ameanza kukaa kwa Shosho. That's after kila msema get married.
Hata holidays.
Yeah, hata holidays si wote tulikuwa tunapelekwa kwa Shosho. You know, but now somehow hiyo kitu disappear. Sasa tuko even suspicious of our friends. Like mimi siwezi kuacha kwa wangu na wewe ni best yangu. Naona ni kama utanitoka, naona ni kama uta go through vitu zangu. You know, there's so much to hide. There's so much privacy. But so me, I'm just asking, your privacy, is it really freedom, or are we imprisoning ourselves more and more and more into these tiny boxes? You know? At what point does it get, manzi, as human beings to talk ya kwa hiyo? To get free? You know, at what point do we connect to ourselves so much that we want to connect with the rest of the world? And again, like, ni ironical. Because the sooner tunaweza kuwa a community, the sooner tunaweza progress in very many ways pamoja. But saa hizi tunasikilia na wivu because social media is the only way tuna connect. You know, which is funny. It's the only time hatu connect. Because kwa social media wasee wakui wa real manze miles. Kwa social media tuna put up the faces zenye tunajua mnataka kuona for most people. Unajua ndavaa suti bro, mimi sikumbuki the last time nilivaa suti, but for that good picture yenye nataka kupost pale social media, mtu wangu nenda hadi studio nichapue tu picha fulani mpaka huko like Reverend Rasta siku hizi.
Wewe ni reverend.
Wewe ni reverend. Like, I get your point, but the truth is it's a lie. It's not who I am.
True.
We can no longer tell the truth. We can no longer be authentic. Tumefunzwa manze, na tulijimprison si wenyewe. You know? Because ilianza na hiyo concept fulani ya na feel insecure. Na mbona sianza kufeel insecure tukipata pesa.
Ukiwa una pesa uko insecure.
Bro, hakuna maskini offense kwake. Acha.
Sijuana uwezo.
Ati?
Labda ana uwezo.
Ati sijuana uwezo. Because venye walami walisema wise men atadui kitu kwa wahenguzi na wahengulu. You know, like misery loves company. You know? Like uwezi jifensia na unajua unaweza kosa chumvi uende ukaombe kwa nani.
Kwa mse.
Itakuwa ngumu sana kuput up wall. Unaona? But the moment umerealize unaweza jibaia chumvi na sukari na kila kitu jiweke kwa fridge, unaweza buy hata in excess. So at that point ndio unaanza kufeel wase wengine ni kama wanataka vitu zangu. You know, it comes from that point of greed. Where the moment you vibrate greedily, all you want is, let me protect my things now. Let me put up a wall. Let me, you know, mbona wase wanaingia kwangu. Unaget, like, it's ironical, but bonga na wase wote. Before wase waomoke, you know, and I'm also speaking this from personal experience. Kuna time manze mimi nilikuwa nashindaga kwangu na wase hivyo, walikuwa wameshonaga kwangu manze, nilikuwa mrasta ule mreal hiyo time. You know, and everybody was concerned. Everybody was like, "Hey bro, huwezi kunaleta tu wase kwako hivyo na unawacha ati wadozu huku siku 2-3 na kama wase watatoka hapa waende wadu." You know, like people have all these ideas of what people will do. But now I look at that life and I look at a few years after your life, immediately after nimeomoka, nikajiseclude, nikaenda kuishi kwa compound fulani peke yangu nini. I was like, I became so unhappy, bro. Like honestly, you know, I had everything except happiness. Sikuwa na human connection, sikuwa na hiyo real, you know, like unajipata kila siku una chase clout kwa social media. You know, alafu leo ukiingia upate manze, upate hizo ma views na ma likes.
Una feel vibaya.
Yeah. You know, but uko na wase wanakulike for real, walikuwa wanashinda kwako mpaka wanadozi kwako. Unaget, uko na wase wanapigia simu wanakuambia, "Naje Masai tunakaa hivi, hata tumekamna kaunga, wewe jua tutakula nini stereo. Kuna mboga kwa shamba." You know, like if that's not the highest definition ya love. Unaget, na kitu yote inapoteaga the moment tumefunzwa kupepa chase. You know, na tutabonga hii story by the kuna story nataka tubonge, I think we'll talk about it in the next episode. Ya mashule. You know, and exactly what tumeinstitutionaliziwa, because I feel like the first institution, as I said in the poem, was the family. So the family taught you what to believe in, and then they chose the school for you, you know, at least for the better part of their childhood. You know, kitu ya kwanza wase wengi uget kujichuzia ni university, si kosa hata. Unaweza choose kwenda hiyo university, then wazazi waamue hiyo kosa umechoose, si kosa inatubamba. You know, so that's the first sort of institution you get. Then from that point, you get other institutions. There's the church, there's the school, you know, there's the job place, you know, like that's why it's called institutionalization. you know, and they started from a very young age, and I feel like tutabonga about your story in the next episode, but otherwise guys, other than that, hiyo ndo truth ya mikwa show ya leo. You know, as usual, it's your boy Reverend Rasta Kiki Masai, the one and only, kunaga mwingine wadau.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and remember, in every truth kuna truths ngapi? Utat. Kuna yangu, kuna yako, na kuna the truth, and nobody can tell the truth wadau. So let's seek the truth, let's help each other find the truth. Until the next episode, which is tomorrow, I say, peace out.
Peace out.
Yeah.